Greetings everyone. You can see my playoff beard is getting a little whiter and a little thicker. A big win last night by the Montreal Canadiens, 3-2 in overtime to live another day, play again on Sunday. Anyway, we've got two pretty cool wines today to talk about. I'm only going to taste one because I like that we sell out of this stuff so quickly. So the first one is a Guillemot Michel Vire-Clesse Chardonnay. Now, when I first got in the business some billion years ago, I first went to Burgundy and contacted this English fellow by the name of Tim Marshall, who had lived in Burgundy since 1961. And a few years ago I was there and looked him up, and he was still around, although retired. He introduced me to this couple, Guillemot and Pierrette, and all they make is this Chardonnay and a dessert wine. 100% biodynamic. That's it. That's the only two wines they make, and they're kind of hippies in the Macon, in Chardonnay, in the village of Chardonnay, and their wines are exceptional. They're about $35, $38 for the 750, and if you taste it blind, you think it's a Pouligny. They're truly exceptional wines. And Macon had been known historically as a sea of plonk, just a place to get cheap Chardonnay. It is, of course, turning around. Lafon is there with his Macon project. You can't buy any more vineyards in Marceau because they're so expensive. But these guys set the standards, and they're really, really good. And I'm pleased to have them. I've been carrying them for he must be over 25 or 22, 23 years. I can't remember. But the wine we're going to taste today is Albariño from Spain. Of course, oh, you know what? One thing that I was told, you know what they say about Magnums? Magnums are good for two as long as she doesn't drink too much. So, they're great dinner wines. Anyway, the Domaine Fefiñanes Albariño Rias boxes from Spain. One area I have not been to in Spain. I love these wines. What I love about Spain and Greek wines is indigenous varietals, and Albariño is one of them. And I'm not sure if they grow, a lot of them have pergola, so the vines go up these. You can walk under them, kind of like the old Italian style way of grape growing. And some of them have the new method of training. But in any event, what I love about these wines is the minerality and the salinity and the freshness of the wines. And so let's taste it. Yeah. Cork looks okay. It's not cold either. So let's give it a little, stick my beak in there and give it a sniff. Color is good. It's got this kind of translucent, greenish, gold tinge to it. The nose, kind of like an orange, bright salinity, orange marmalade. Fresh cut grass. You know when you wake up in the morning and there's that fresh dewy smell and it starts to warm up? This is what it has. Love it. It's delicate, it's fresh, it's lively on the palate. Coats your, it's not viscous. Man, this is really refreshing. 12.5% alcohol, so nice and low. You don't get that hit of alcohol, that headiness when you're tasting it, and you can probably have a second or third glass for breakfast, which is about what I'm going to have to do. This is grown in California too. Some crazy people are growing it in California. I've had some, a bit too alcoholic. I always find indigenous varietals, indigenous areas, Spain, Albariño, Rias boxes, Tempranillo, Spain again, or Sangiovese, Tuscany. Other places, sorry about the phone guys, other places that grow it they just don't seem to have that edge. Maybe they will in 20 or 30 years, but for now, and for your enjoyment, buy them from the areas that grow them and have been growing them for decades. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Sunday, big game. Let's hope the Habs win, and see you next Wednesday. Cheers.